Hey guys, now I wonder if I could wear my peeps. Sort of, kind of, but not really. So, wanted to give you an urgent message. All right? Wanted to give you an urgent message. Um, and for those who are smart, you probably are not going to be surprised by any of this because things have just gone so far south. It's unbelievable. And you've got, when you're dealing with narcissists at the top of the pinnacle, they're dangerous because they don't have a stopping point. They just go and go and go, and they really don't give a shit who they stomp on. And that's dangerous. That's very, very dangerous for us and our well-being. Okay? So, if I can get you to behave yourself, why are you doing that? Really? Okay. No. I don't know why it's not doing. Okay, hold on. Nope. All right, let me do something different because none of that's working. So let's do it this way. If I can find my stylus, which, yeah. Gonna need you all to have some patience. With me for a second, okay? Because it's not easy to do this. All right. So, are you ready? And I just threw my stylus on the floor. Aren't you excited? They have taken people off of that. They have taken people off of that. It happened in Florida where children were removed from that. And it makes no difference what is wrong with them. It makes no difference. So if you're a parent and you're not rich and you can't afford the medical, then it sucks to be you. So bear with me one sec. There it is. Okay. Real life. Sorry, guys. So yeah, they have taken it upon themselves to take people off of that. Just remove them, myself included. And so I have nothing. And those of us who were removed from that, we don't have anything. The only thing that we could do at this point is to attain an attorney. So that's what I've done. Well, you have to go through a process. Like, there's a number that you call, and you need to be available between 7 a.m. and 3 p.m. And an intake person will call. And once they call, you go ahead and they will get your information to I'm assuming they take down all this information for the attorney. And then the attorney will work on getting you a hearing and representing you in the hearing. So, yeah. And their excuse, which narcissists are liars, so we're not surprised by that. Their excuse is, well, this is what they're telling pharmacists. We are rifling through to see who no longer qualifies. And that's a load of cockamamie bullshit. They are, you already know what's happening with that, where that's actually going. Stop, dummy. Okay. Nope. I don't want that. I want this. Bear with me. It's not easy to write on here. So the real reason is because it's going to this. All of what we are supposed to have, those of us who have issues, our it's taken away from us and given to them. That's what's really going on. I don't want to hear any lies and cockamamie bullshit, and I don't care how professional you make it sound, and I don't care how, you use 25 syllable words. It's all bullshit and it's all lies. The real reason is because you do not deserve that, even if you are, what you have is debilitating, like what I have is debilitating. I can't say the word. It doesn't matter because you don't matter. It's like, you try to break away from narcissistic relationships and you dump toxic people, but when toxic people are in charge, you cannot escape them. Whether it's your boss, your professor at college, or these individuals. You can't escape them when they're snakes. You can't. And they make everything sound so legit, and they make everything sound so this is a reason. This is a real reason. It's not a fucking reason. It's called gaslighting. You are gaslighting people and leading them to believe and leading professionals to believe that what you're doing is legit when it isn't. It's no different than getting a prostitute. Okay? You pay money for this so you could get fucked. I'm going to keep it real. So it's like dealing with a prostitute. You're paying money so that you can be screwed over, fucked over, lied to, gaslit, being told that what's wrong with you isn't really what's wrong with you. Really? Oh, that's pretty interesting, because there was somebody in my fibromyalgia support group, okay? And hold on. Sorry, guys. Be patient with me, all right? What is your issue? It doesn't want to do right. Almost. So one person who was in my pain support group for fibro, she was awarded that with no questions asked, but I have the same condition. So wait a second. Hold it. If it's not an issue, okay? If it's not a physical issue, why would you give somebody that and not give it to the other person? There we go. That's like, you know what I mean? If it's not then why would two people have the same condition and one person gets that and the other person doesn't? So, as you know, when you're dealing with narcissistic psychopaths, which is exactly what the fuck they are, okay? They're either sociopaths or psychopaths, but either way, they're narcissistic on top of that, and they don't give a flying frick about only care about agenda. Don't give two shits about that. I mean, that's obvious. A blind person can see that. A blind person can see that. So I talked to my pharmacist about it today, and he was pissed. I said, if you I informed my doctor's office, and I informed my pharmacist, and he knew exactly, regardless of the fucking bullshit and the lies that the professionals are told, he knew where our. Come on, stylist. Oh, man. I don't know why the screen's not responding. Here we go. He knew where our is going. Because you don't matter. What your needs are is irrelevant. So the more you do for narcissists, the more they don't respect you. This is no different, okay? This is no different. You, like I said, you pay that, and in return, you get fucked and disrespected. You're not going to get chicken McNuggets, but you're going to get fucked. That's what things have turned into. And I don't really care what anybody says. All the garbage that's happening now did not happen under that. And it never happened in the history of those 3 letters. Don't do that. Not in this history. So that's what they've resorted to, and we're not stupid. Now, the cult members, the worshipers who worship the current narcissists in charge, and I have to put that in quotes because God is in charge. Regardless of what Satan wants to do, God is in charge. You're going to find out when we go to court. Anyway, it's just, that's never happened in the history of that. Never happened before. And I don't really give a shit what anybody says. That's only people that are naive and brainwashed and taught. They would, the people that are still following behind this fool right here. Don't do that. Why are you doing that? Behind that fool right there, people that are following behind that one, the drama has not hit their door yet. I mean, it has, but they're not really worried about it because it hasn't impacted them hard enough. But the sad part is, for people who are cult members, they're happy to be cult members, and they will never give up their loyalty no matter how hard they get the shaft. They're not going to give up their loyalty. And they need to get some psychiatric help, because do you like being abused? Do you get off on that? Okay? Do you get off on being abused? It just don't make a lot of sense. But for those of you who have, oh, come on, god dang. For those who if you have that, I don't know why it's doing weird shit. Try it again. For those of you who have that, chances are, depending on the state that you're in, you'll be removed from it. And like I said, your physical well-being, what's going on with you, is totally irrelevant. They don't give a flying fuck. and I'm going to cuss because this is disgusting and despicable. Um, if I had the opportunity to go live somewhere else outside, I would. I would in a heartbeat. The Caribbean doesn't sound like a bad idea, to be quite honest with you. Any rich guys out there? You want to take me there? Let's live there. Okay? But you got to make sure that you're mentally stable, because if you you end up being a psycho, we're going to have problems. But if you're stable, let's go to the Caribbean. I'm not kidding. I would leave in a heartbeat, because everything that's happening is absolutely beyond diabolical. Just just totally beyond it. Okay? And certain states have a real issue with your color. And I told you Missouri is no different. Missouri is exactly like that. They are stuck back in slavery days. The generations have grown and matured, but the mentality is the same. The mentality is the same. So if you are, sorry about the ring, but so if you, would that help a little? Kind of. If you're the wrong color, well, you can't possibly be debilitated, incapacitated anyway. And if you are, we don't like your kind anyway. So Missouri is a fucking shitty place to live when it comes to something like that's going to impact you for the rest of your life, but you happen to be the wrong color. I would strongly advise this. Come on. Oh, this thing is acting really dumb. And I don't know why. Wait. Because I got screwed on that too. Y'all know that. I strongly advise, if anyone were to file for that, if you happen to be American and you file and you happen to be of a different ethnicity, I wouldn't file in Missouri. I would not file in Missouri. Although the hatred now is across all states, because all states are being impacted by it. Let's see. I mean, it's really, really, really diabolical. So children with this issues in the state of Florida. Mm-mm. 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 Um, I know it's horrifying. I know, I can hear your thoughts. I hope you can understand this, but I'm having an issue here. Hold on. I hope you can read this. Why are you doing this? Don't. The children were removed also in the state of Florida. And I remember telling my friend, I said, well, I hope to God, I was blown away. I mean, we're talking, some people have some children have, cystic fibrosis and cerebral palsy and things of that nature. And so, this right here, It's kind of mandatory. Okay. I have to have it also. I have, like I said, I have stenosis from my neck all the way down to where my pelvis is. Stenosis. Do you even remotely know how painful that can be? I've got a high tolerance for pain, and there are times that I have to sit down, and I need to sit down now. If I have to sit in the dirt, I'll sit in the dirt. I have to sit down now. Um, it's just diabolical that, a certain percentage of the population was supportive of, here. And their thank you was okay, that's what your thank you was, being supportive of where you live. Being supportive of that, because there's no support from that to you, which is typical narcissistic hatred. You know what I mean? Typical narcissistic hatred. The only people who don't see it are people that don't want to see it, and they don't want to believe that those narcissists at the top of the pinnacle, they don't want to believe that they're capable of that. Oh, baby, you just have no idea what they've done in the past. Scientific experiments that were done in the past. You have no idea. You have no idea. Do some research. Do some research. We're talking horrific things that have been done by them. Okay? Just disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Diabolical. Hateful. Nasty. Backstabbing. If I was given, you got to read in between the lines, okay? If I was given, the red carpet was rolled out for me from another place, but yet their own citizens were not being respected, I'd be like, wait a second, hold it. How do I know you're not going to do that to me? Because you don't even respect your own. So you're rolling out the red carpet for me, and I get that. But something ain't right. But when people are desperate, and narcissists rely on desperate people, they rely on them. Here, we're going to care about you so much. We don't care about our own. Fuck us. But you, we love, we adore. That should give you a red flag right out the gate. That should give you a red flag. But when you're dealing with desperate people who really don't care about the chances that they're taking, they will take whatever chances they can get. So we do what we can to avoid toxic situations, but that is something you cannot avoid. The pinnacle. You can't avoid that. So whether it be it's on a grand scale. Your parents are nothing compared to this shit. And what your parents have ever done to you, that I mean, their hatred is just, to be quite honest with you, shocking. And like I said, when I talked to the he's really, really sweet, the pharmacist that I talked to, he was really, really pissed. Really, really, really pissed. So, yeah. Yeah. So I just want to give you a fair warning. If you are on any type of, what I told you about, stop that. If you have that, start looking for a letter in the mail that is filled with lies. I don't know if you can I block that light? You're being told that when you are, that's called gaslighting. Okay? That's called gaslighting. I don't want you to get stressed about it. I want you to get an attorney. If you do get a letter in the mail and you are on that, there will be information at the bottom of the first page, and it will. Don't listen to the lies that are on that page, because they're going to tell you that ain't nothing wrong with your ass, and we all know that when that isn't the case, you don't listen to motherfuckers lying to you. And I'm a cuss because I'm very angry about this. I'm trying to maintain my cool, but I'm very angry about the fucking disrespect. So there will be a toll-free number at the bottom of the page where you can call someone for a lawyer. You're going to have your phone, stay by your phone from the hours of 7 a.m. to 3 p.m., depending on the state that you live. That's where it is where I am. I have to have my phone on for those hours. And you just got to be by your phone, because if they call and you don't answer, you go to the bottom of the list. And let me explain something to you. There's a list of people that this is happening to. Okay? There's a long list. So don't take it personally that, don't think that they've targeted you. They are taking what's supposed to be ours and giving it to someone else. Okay? So get you an attorney and fight, because that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm going to do. I had to fight to get on it initially. Years ago, I had to fight to get on it, because here's how it works. And I want you to listen to how asinine this is. Get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready. Evidence is important if you have committed homicide. If you haven't watched trials on YouTube, I suggest you start watching them. If you commit a homicide, everything is important, down to the clothes you wore, what you said, where you went, what you did, what color sneakers did you have on? Did you have shoelaces in them or did you not? Did you wear the new sneakers or the old sneakers? Every fucking detail is relevant. Every single detail is relevant. And you're going to be asked the same questions over and over and over again. The same fucking question over and over and over and over. You're going to get pissed, because some of these questions are not even connected to the case. However, so everything's important if you go ahead and take somebody out, and I don't mean for ice cream. Then everything is massively important. What you said, what you did, who you talked to, when you talked to them, what car you drove, when did you go put gas in the car, what time did you go get pizza, where did you get the pizza from, was it on sale, was it not on sale, did you pay with a credit card, did you pay cash? I'm not kidding. All of that is relevant when someone has been eliminated. But when it comes to, your health, okay, that's nothing is relevant. And your records are, who cares? All right? Who gives a shit? Or for the medical, what I showed you earlier. Evidence is important if you committed a homicide, but evidence is irrelevant if you haven't. Okay? It's disgusting, it's disrespectful, it's diabolical, it's backstabbing. But fight them, because that's what I'm going to do. I've been fighting my whole life. I've been fighting for my own rights. I've been fighting in cases where I have been judged for my color. Now, let's go on that page for a quick second, okay? This thing is itching me. I've been treated like shit ever since my feet hit Missouri soil. I am pretty verbal about not being disrespected. Very verbal about that. Because Missouri is fucking bass backwards. But and we're going to go on the racist thing for a second. But when you're dealing with people who are of color like you, and you happen to be of lighter skin, and we're just going to go there, we're going to detour off the road for just a second here. You know, people who are of color like me, we're in the same boat, all minorities. They hate me because I'm lighter than them. So you can't really expect white narcissists, sociopathic psychopaths, you can't, narcopaths, you can't expect them to have respect for you when, number one, they don't respect you anyway, regardless of your color and your ethnicity, but they damn sure respect you even less if you're the wrong color. But people that are of color like myself dislike me because I'm light-skinned. So my question is, like light-skinned gets, like I said before, they get the carpet rolled out for them. They get their asses kissed on a regular. They get skipped in front of the line and are busy with the busiest restaurant in the city. You get skipped to the front of the line because you're light-skinned, which is fucking stupid and asinine. And my question is, and I remember saying, a couple of people who are darker skinned than I am, they said, we don't normally, one girl told me, I don't hang with people of your color. Now, mind you, she's black. So she's a person of color as well. And I remember saying to one person, because that happened on a job that I used to have, working out of the city that I live in Lee Summit. That it's a suburb of Kansas City. I remember a girl that I worked with was a person of color. She said the same thing. She's similar to that. Like, lighter people just have the world, just diamonds are falling from the sky, and they have homes sitting on the beach in, Malibu, California, or in Martha's Vineyard, $1 million home already paid for because you're light skinned. Listen how fucking stupid that sounds. Anyway. So I said to her, she made some kind of derogatory comment. She's a person of color, just like I am. And she said, I don't remember what she said. It was asinine. And I said, do you honestly think that if slavery from back in the day, we still have slavery to this day, it's just changed. It's just put on a different costume, but you're still being treated like a slave. Don't think you're not. Do you think that if slavery was the way it was back in the day, do you honestly think I would have been less of a slave? She didn't know what to say. She just looked at the guy next to her like, how do I respond to that? Exactly. And I turned around and walked away. So I've been discriminated by people of my own, we're all in the same boat. We're all ethnicities. We're all dark skinned. Whether it's light skin or dark skin or medium skin, it makes no difference whether you're Indian, Mexican, Dominican, Jamaican, African. It makes no difference. We're all in the same minority boat. So you're not being respected by these motherfuckers, the whites, but you're definitely not being respected by your own either. People that are in the same boat as you want to toss you out the boat and throw you in the damn shark's mouth. Did I go there? Yes, I did. So no matter where you look, you're getting stiffed. No matter where you look, you're getting shaft. You don't get support from anybody. Now, I do have friends that are supportive. They are fucking shocked. And I'm cussing. I don't give a shit. They are shocked by what's going on right now. Shocked. I can't really say I'm shocked because the behavior has been horrific for a couple of years now. It's just gotten worse. What's even more disturbing is there's nobody to stop them. That's where you have a bigger problem. Nobody to say, okay, now you're taking it too far. That's enough. Nobody to do that because all of them are crooked. I'm just saying. So keep an eye out if any of you are on that particular what I told you about. Make sure that you check for your mail. If you do get a letter, I don't want you to panic. I want you to call the toll-free number at the bottom of the page, and I want you to follow their instructions to a T. Fight them back. You want to fight? I've been fighting my whole life because no one was there to protect me. You want to fight? You got it. Let's go. I'm good at that. I'm real good at that. So, I'll keep you posted. Wow. You know, when people don't have respect for you, you end up with no respect for them either. And I don't have respect for any of them. I don't. Higher ups. Higher ups. I have zero respect for them. Okay? You don't like me, I don't like you either. But I'm gonna fight your fucking ass. That's what I'm gonna do. Anyway. I almost went off on this lady at the dog park. There's ignorant people everywhere. Grocery store, dog park, movie theater. Everywhere you go, it seems like there's dumbasses. We don't have a shortage of that, okay? This dumb bitch is walking her dog. I'm going in, and she's coming out. She got a dog about that big. That could be a football for me. Fuck around and find out. Anyway, her dog went berserk on my dog and got violent with him, but he was on a leash, so he couldn't really do anything. He just thought he was King Dingling, and he went aggressive, and she didn't say shit. She didn't correct her dog. She didn't say, hey, I'm sorry about that. Hey, knock it off. She didn't correct her dog, and I started to jump her ass. I was walking by her, and I turned around and looked at her like, you don't say shit to your dog? I kept my mouth shut because I just got there. I don't want to have a fight already. I just got here. Okay? All right? And I don't want to have to kick your dog like a football. So either you correct the motherfucker or I will. I kept my mouth shut and I told myself, calm down. Calm down. I mean, I just walked in and already I got to deal with a dumbass. Not everybody with a pet is smart. Some people are mean. Some people are dumb. They don't know that you're supposed to correct your animal. They don't freaking know that because they got Play-Doh in their brain. Well, where their brain used to be, it's Play-Doh. And I said hello to this other guy that I'd seen before, and he ignored me completely. And I made it a point, now I'm losing my patience, I made it a point to say loud, there's some fucking idiots in the park today. I went there. I was trying to keep my cool, y'all. I was. But I can't even acclimate to being here for a few minutes. I got to deal with stupid right out the gate. The day got better. As I spent more time there, the day got better. And there were a couple friends that we talk all the time and we hang out all the time, and they're regulars, and now I'm kind of a regular too, sort of, for the most part. Kind of. I'm not as regular as they are, but we know each other. And we hung out for the rest of the day. And then another young lady joined us who we know who she is also. And all of us are cool. None of us are assholes. None of us let our animal do whatever the hell they want to do. And if they're wrong, oh, well, deal with it. Suck it up, buttercup. None of us are stupid like that. So we got along with each other. We had a good time. And I don't know if I told you this, but I also made it a point. I got to go. I also made it a point to walk around the whole perimeter of the lake. That was my goal. I met my goal, and I'm really excited because I didn't know if my body was going to let me do it. But it did, and it was beautiful, and I just really enjoyed myself. And I saw a gazillion turtles in the lake, and it was just a lot of fun. So anyway, you guys take care. Like I said, if you get that letter, go ahead and get you an attorney. The instructions are on the bottom of the page. Don't you get upset about it. Don't stress. This is what the fuck they're doing now. Fight back. Get an attorney and fight them. That's what I'm going to do. Y'all take care.